Hello and welcome. Have you ever wondered how engineers build massive bridges, airports, hospitals, or even iconic landmarks like Burj Khalifa and Delhi Metro without constant confusion and last minute surprises? Well, the answer lies in traditional project management, also known as predictive or waterfall approaches. Welcome back to the channel. If you're preparing for PMP exam, beginning your project management career, or simply curious about how large projects are successfully managed, then this video is for you. And today we'll understand what traditional project management is, why PMI still teaches it, and why it is still used across industries, and what makes it different from agile. And by the end of this video, you will have a solid foundation that will make the learning remaining PMP concepts much easier. So let's get started. Now imagine you have been asked to construct a new airport. Would you start building first and decide the runway length later? Of course not. Before construction even begins, everything is planned: budget, timelines, design, material, safety standards, government approvals, and this is exactly how traditional project management works. The projects start with a detailed plan because changing major decisions later becomes extremely expensive. And for centuries, humans have used this approach to build incredible structures from Egyptian pyramid to modern skyscrapers, highways, power plants, and manufacturing facilities. These are the projects we have executed many times before. And because we have done them repeatedly, we can accurately estimate how long they will take, how much they will cost, what resources are needed, what risk may occur. And that is why this approach is called predictive project management. The outcome is largely predictable because work is well understood before execution begins. In fact, outside of software development, this remains one of the most widely used project management methodology across the industries. And think of construction, oil and gas, defense, infrastructure, pharmaceutical, and manufacturing. They all heavily rely on this approach because precision and planning matters more than flexibility. Now let's understand what makes this methodology so very powerful. The first principle is well-defined scope. Before the project begins, everyone agrees on exactly what will be delivered. It's like ordering custom built house. You don't suddenly decide to halfway through the construction to add three more floors. Every additional change affect cost, schedule, resources, and quality. That's why planning receives tremendous importance. And PMI organized this entire methodology into 49 interconnected processes. These processes guides project manager through every stage from initiating to planning to executing, monitoring, controlling, and finally closing the project. Think of these processes as your GPS. Instead of guessing what comes next, you simply follow a structured roadmap. Another important characteristic is controlled change. Traditional projects do not reject changes completely. Instead, every request change goes through proper evaluations. Questions are asked like, is this change really necessary? What will it cost? Will it delay the project? Is management approval required? And only after these questions are answered, the change is approved or denied. And this prevents what is called scope creep, where uncontrolled addition slowly increases project cost and delays the completion. And ultimately, success of traditional project management means delivering exactly what was promised within approved budget and on planned schedule. Now, let's quickly summarize what we have learned today. There are four key pillars for traditional project management. First is fixed scope. Requirements are clearly defined before execution begins. Everyone understand exactly what need to be delivered, and this creates stability throughout the project. Second is 49 PMI processes. The traditional project management follow a structured framework. While learning these processes may seem challenging at first, but they provide consistency and control across the project. Third best practice or the pillar is standard and best practices. Now, instead of reinventing wheels, organization relies on proven standards developed through decades of successful project delivery. These standards reduce uncertainty and improve quality. And fourth is baseline adherence. One of the primary goal is to execute projects according to approved baseline. Success isn't measured by how many changes occur. Instead, it is measured by delivering agreed scope with minimal deviation in cost, schedule, and quality. Think of project baseline as your original travel itinerary. Every unnecessary deviation increases time, expense, and complexity. And the closer you stay to the plan, the more successful the project becomes. Congratulations, you have just completed your introduction to traditional project management. And today we have learned why predictive projects are still incredibly important and why planning comes before execution, the significance of PMI's 49 processes, and why managing scope and controlling change are critical for project success. And this foundational knowledge will make it much easier to understand the remaining PMP topics. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future project management lessons. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep managing the projects with confidence. See you in the next video.